Hey friends, thanks for watching today. Thanks for joining me. We're going to talk about post holes. All right, so we're doing this deck and we have 3 post holes right now. We're going to have 2 more later for stairs, but we're not going to worry about that until after this deck's built, and then we can lay out our stair stringers, see exactly where they go, and then put the holes in the right spot. So these holes, we have 3 posts that we're going to use. These things are called Sonotubes. They're like a cardboard tube that will hold your concrete until you get it all poured, and then you can just tear them off later. So they're a cardboard product. They're a pretty good product. I've used these before. These are an 8-inch Sonotube. In Iowa, the frost depth by code is 42 inches, 3'6". So we had to dig our holes down to 3'6". They have to be that deep so that when the winter hits and we have frost, and if it's a cold winter, the frost gets down really low, and if frost gets lower than this post, it'll heave that deck. It'll move it up and down, and it'll mess up the deck. So below frost depth means that these posts will not move. So that's on a tube. That's frost depth, how deep they need to go. Now, the amount of concrete you need to put in here is in relation to the area and the height, which means the volume. So calculating the volume of a sonotube is, remember your circle song, folks, pi r squared. Sounds like area to me. So the area of this circle, 3.14, which is pi, times the radius squared, which the radius of this is a 8-inch sonotube, so 4 inch is the radius from center to rim. That's the radius squared, which the radius 4 squared is 16. 4 times 4 is 16 times 3.14159 and so on, pi. We get the area of that. Then the depth is 3'6" or 42 inches, which means the volume of this sonotube will be 1.04 cubic feet. So we're going to try to put 1.04 cubic feet in this. Yeah, right. So we're just going to fill that up. We have a Sacrete. We have a Sacrete product, and they say on this that this bag will do 0.45 cubic feet. So since there's always waste, we're going to put 3 bags in, mix it up, put it in our holes, and then call that good. We'll have a little bit of waste, but that's okay. We'll have enough. We won't be short.
The mix with help.
All right, it's always good to have a good, strong helper here to help you. So my big, strong helper poured in some water. Now he's going to mix it with a hoe. A hoe works really great to mix up bagged concrete because it gets around and pushes it around really well. Or a shovel works too, but a hoe works really good. All right, buddy, go ahead and start mixing it. All right, so we have our 1 bag of Sacrete mixed up, and this is too wet. This is not a good consistency. It is too wet. The reason I made it too wet is because we need to put 2 more bags in here. So I started it with a little bit wetter than it needs to be so we can throw another bag in and start mixing it up. I would recommend you always make it drier than what you think it's going to need to come out as. You can always add more water, but it is impossible to take water out and get it back to more dry. So be careful as you put water in. Don't put too much in. You can always add more. And we're going to do just that. We're going to add more.
Yeah, I'm watching you.
Okay, we got half a bag, or approximately. We're gonna mix that and then see what we need to do for more water. This will really dry it up. So we'll mix all this and then we'll throw some more in. Probably have to add more water too. We're gonna add a little bit of water at a time, not too much, because we don't want to make it too wet, especially on these deck posts.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that definitely made it drier.
Yes, it did. Water.
Is that a whole bag?
What's that?
Is that 2 bags?
No, it's 1.5 bags. All right, this is a good consistency. That's a nice consistency for deck posts that you're pouring in the Sonotube. You can actually shovel it in. It'll flow down there. It'll expand to the outsides. You can tap it a little bit, get rid of that honeycomb. This is what I like to see in consistency when I pour. Now, we're gonna add more mix and more water to it so we can do more at once, but that's a good consistency right there. So like a bulldozer moving it?
Yeah.
Pretty fun, huh? All right, I think it looks good. Hold this for me.
Yeah. Yeah. It's done for the night.
Okay. Why don't you
It's on.
come over here? Yep. Come over here. All right, now I got my concrete mixed up. I'm gonna try to put it in this hole where I don't lose much. Like I said before, one bag was 0.45. So 2 bags.
Can I step in the thing that you're stepping in to see? Yeah.
One bag makes 0.45 cubic foot. So 2 bags would make 0.9. And so we're gonna need 3 bags. But we might have dug some of these holes just a little bit bigger, a little bit deeper. So I got an extra bag just in case. Okay. Now we need to mix again.
Mix.
Doing good, buddy. All right, so we have all of our concrete in our hole. So we are not coming to the top here because that would put a small little post here and that wouldn't look well. So we are only going about just a touch above the ground level. You can see this actually, I sloped this up to hold the sonotube in place, but it's not actually ground level. So ground level is here, and so our concrete is actually probably 2 inches above. And so now what we're gonna do inside is I'm going to tamp it down a little bit with a block that I cut just for this that fits. And if it's real dry, you'll have to kind of move it and screed it around. But if you made it the perfect consistency, you can kind of just float your block on top, just move it up and down, and then it kind of self-levels out. And then you can be left, and I don't like to leave a ridge in there, so I'm gonna smooth that out with my thumb, because what will happen is we'll come back with a bracket. The bracket will be screwed down to here, which will hold the post from here up to here, and then we'll have the 2x8 or 2x10 for the deck on that. All right, friends, so that is how to put your sonotubes in and fill it with concrete, mix your concrete in the wheelbarrow, put it in the tube, the sonotube, and then level it out so you'll have a nice foundation to start your deck. Thanks for watching, and make sure to work hard, friends, because hard work is its own reward. Thanks for watching.